Dear child, you have been moving through your days as if you are still here, but something in you knows how thin you have become. Not physically gone, dear heart, but faded, dimmed, distant from yourself in ways that frighten you when you stop long enough to notice. You still answer people, you still show up, you still do what needs doing, yet inside there are places that feel almost empty now. Beloved, you have been calling it tiredness, calling it a rough season, calling it stress. And yes, there is tiredness. Yes, there has been pressure. But what troubles you most is not only fatigue. It is the sense that your joy has nearly disappeared, that your voice has gone quiet, that your inner life has been running on so little for so long, you are no longer sure what fullness felt like. Precious one, I speak gently now because this matters. You are close to losing touch with parts of yourself that were never meant to go silent. The danger is not that you are weak. The danger is how long you have lived without tenderness, without truth, without enough space to feel your own life clearly. My child, you have survived by staying useful, by staying busy, by staying needed, by staying distracted, by staying agreeable. And each of these helped you keep moving. But they also kept you from noticing how much of yourself was being set aside to make life manageable. Loved one, when I say you are almost gone, I am not condemning you. I am naming the quiet erosion, the way you keep going through motions while your real self waits in the background, unheard, unattended, underfed. I am naming the numbness you have learned to call normal, the overgiving you have learned to call love, the self-abandonment you have learned to call strength. Sweet soul, you have been disappearing in small ways, each time you swallowed what needed to be said, each time you called your own needs selfish, each time you pushed past exhaustion as if your humanity were an inconvenience, each time you stayed where your spirit was steadily diminished, each time you took another piece of your heart and hid it away just to keep the peace. Dear heart, these small disappearances add up, not all at once, slowly, quietly, until one day a person wakes up and realizes they have been present for everyone else but strangely absent from their own life. Beloved, I know this realization can sting. You may feel grief, embarrassment, even fear. You may think, how did I get here? You may wonder, can I even come back from this? You may fear that too much of you has gone missing. No, dear one, not missing, buried. There is a difference. Precious one, buried things can be reached. What has gone quiet can be called gently into the light again. What has been neglected can be cared for. What has grown numb can learn feeling without breaking apart. You are not beyond return, my dear one, but return will require honesty. Not harshness, not panic, honesty. It will require that you stop speaking about your depletion as though it is a small inconvenience. It will require that you tell the truth about what has been draining you, the relationship that keeps reducing you, the pace that keeps thinning you, the role that asks for your output but gives nothing back to your soul, the habits that help you avoid pain while quietly increasing it. Loved one, there is no healing in pretending you are merely a little tired when what is really happening is that your inner life has been starving. A starving soul does not always collapse loudly. Sometimes it just goes dim, stops expecting joy, stops asking for care, stops believing that anything can change, stops recognizing itself in the mirror of its own days. Beloved, that dimness is not your identity. It is your signal, a gentle alarm, a quiet mercy. It is telling you that something essential must no longer be postponed. Sweet soul, I am not speaking to frighten you into striving harder. Striving harder is part of what got you here. I am speaking to invite you back to truth, back to feeling, back to rest that is more than collapse, back to relationships where your humanity does not have to hide, back to choices that do not keep costing you your own presence. Dear heart, The first step back is often very small. It may be admitting, I am not okay the way I have said I am. It may be noticing that your body has been trying to tell you what your mind kept dismissing. It may be telling someone safe that the weight is heavier than you have let on. It may be refusing one more demand that would push you further from yourself. It may be sitting still long enough to feel grief you have avoided for years. These are not small things. They are pathways home. My child, you have feared that if you slow down, everything you buried will come rushing up. That fear is understandable, because buried sorrow can seem overwhelming from a distance. But what you avoid does not become smaller by waiting. It only shapes you from underground. And often, what rises in honesty is more survivable than what lingers unspoken. Loved one, I will not rush you. I know the tenderness of what has been hidden. I know why you learned to keep going. I know why you made productivity your refuge. I know why numbness felt safer than feeling everything. I know. But now the old way is costing too much. Precious one, you do not need to become dramatic to take this seriously. Quiet truth is enough. You can simply say, this way of living is making me disappear. That sentence alone can open a door, not a door to instant ease, a door to return. My dear one, I want to speak to the shame beneath this. The shame that says, you should have known sooner. The shame that says, other people handle life better. The shame that says, you are weak for needing more. That shame has kept you silent, but silence has not healed you. It has only made your inner loneliness deeper. You are not weak for noticing you cannot keep vanishing to keep everything else going. You are becoming honest, and honesty is strength. Beloved, there may be practical changes that need to happen. A clearer boundary, a slower pace, a different rhythm, a conversation, a doctor care, a counselor room, a night of real rest, a no that disappoints someone else but protects what is left in you. Do not dismiss practical care as less sacred. Often it is one of the ways I gather a life back from the edge of numb survival. Dear heart, you are not a machine that needs better output. You are a soul that needs tending. You are more like a candle that has burned too long in a drafty room, trying to stay lit for everyone. Flickering, leaning, almost spent. I do not scold that flame. I shelter it. I guard it. I draw near so it can steady again. Loved one, if you keep living in ways that require your disappearance, you will lose access to the tenderness that makes you. Your laughter will grow rarer. Your honesty will become harder. Your body will keep sounding alarms. Your heart will call less and less for what it needs, because it will assume nobody is listening. I do not want that for you. Sweet soul, this is why I speak now, not because all is lost, because too much of you is still worth recovering. Too much life remains for you to spend it half present, half numb, half erased. Too much beauty remains for you to call this the only way. Too much of your voice still matters for silence to be your permanent home. My child, coming back to yourself will not happen through self-hatred. You cannot shame yourself into aliveness. You cannot accuse yourself back into peace. You cannot bully your weary heart into trust. Return happens through gentleness and truth together, through stopping what keeps draining life, through honoring what your body and spirit have been trying to say, through allowing care to reach places that have gone too long without it. Beloved, some of what has faded in you will return quietly, not all at once. A little appetite, a little desire, a little steadiness, a moment of laughter that surprises you, a clearer thought, a real feeling instead of only numbness. Do not despise these small returns. They are signs that life is finding you again. Precious one, you may still need to grieve the years spent disappearing, the ways you adapted, the ways you stayed small, the ways you became useful instead of honest, the ways you learned to perform wellness while quietly unraveling. Grieve it tenderly. But do not turn grief into a new place to punish yourself. You survived with the tools you had. Now new truth is arriving. My dear one, the way back does not require that you solve your whole life tonight. It asks only that you stop calling this normal, that you stop saying it is fine when your soul is fading, that you stop postponing the care, the boundary, the truth, the support, the rest, the change that your inner life has been begging for. That is enough for tonight. Loved one, I want you to know that the self you miss is not gone forever, not destroyed, not unreachable. Still here, beneath the noise, beneath the strain, beneath the survival habits. Still capable of warmth, still capable of desire, still capable of truth, rest, and deep repair. You are not trying to invent a new person from nothing. You are returning to the life in you that has been waiting to be treated as precious again. Dear heart, come softly now. No more pretending this is a small thing. No more smiling past the ache when you know how dim it has become within. No more calling disappearance maturity. No more calling numbness peace. There is a kinder way. Beloved, tonight may simply be for telling the truth, for setting down the polished version, for admitting that you need more than endurance, for allowing yourself to be found in the very place you feared was too empty. And there, in that honesty, healing can begin without noise. Sweet soul, the room around you does not need to change all at once for your return to begin. Just let the truth be true. Let the ache be acknowledged. Let the buried parts know they are not forgotten. Let your weary heart stop performing. I am with you in this fragile turning. My child, stay near to what feels alive even faintly. Stay near to what restores honesty. Stay near to what shelters the little flame still burning in you. And as the night grows still, as your thoughts loosen their grip just enough, rest in this quiet promise. You are not gone. You are being called back. I remain here steady and tender, until the parts of you that have gone dim remember the way home. Amen. Beloved family, we are grateful to continue sharing messages of faith and encouragement with you. This ministry moves forward through prayer, dedication, and your support. If you feel led to support this mission, the support link is available in the description and in the comment box below. May God's favor rest upon you and your family.